Yo, what's up guys? Bill here, Classic Rock and Metal Review, here to lay down 5 of my favorite EPs of all time. And before we get started, if you can hit like and subscribe, that'd be awesome. Notification bell, get alerted whenever new stuff's up, you know the drill. Alright, so let's just talk about the EP for a second. The whole concept of it seems kind of a little dated now. I know people still come out with EPs and all, but man, back in like the early to mid 80s, felt like you couldn't go to the record store without having a new one there, you know, from one of your favorite bands, which was great because, you know, pre-internet, you just didn't know when these things were coming and just head to the record store just to, you know, maybe to get a new album you knew was out or something and check out your other favorite bands, and there's a brand new song, you know, you weren't even expecting it, or at least some new live material, what have you. It was just so much fun. You just never knew what to expect. So let's get into like my favorite 5. Now I tried to put together a little list here because I've started listening to a bunch of EPs a couple weeks ago. Just got me thinking what were my favorites, and I come up with like 13 or 14, but I'll have to try to figure out what 6 through 14 or 15 will be. But my favorite 5 easily rose to the top, so cream rises to the top, as they say. No special order, but these are definitely my favorite 5. So let's go back to 1983, and it's going to be the first EP I ever owned, and that would be Ratt's first EP. Solid 6 songs on this winner. I'd say so probably late 84 is when I got this thing. Now, you know, Out of the Cellar comes out, I don't know, maybe spring or so of 84, and you know, that is just such a solid album. It's basically like, all right, I need more Ratt. They could have released anything, I would have bought it, but luckily you get 6 killer songs from their Time Coast, I think is the company that released this one the year before. So I don't know if I got a re-release or just better distribution after the Out of the Cellar came out, but man, Sweet Cheater, nice fast one to start things off. You Think You're Tough is a good one. You Got It's cool, another heavy one. This is Ratt heavier than they ever would be again, even a little heavier than the Out of the Cellar. Tell the World, I think, is my favorite one on here. What a great riff after the chorus. Back for More on here, I like this version a hair better than the Out of the Cellar version, although you know, pretty similar. But this one's just a little more rough and raw, as is the entire EP. And then you get Walking the Dog. I think it's just, you know, blistering, man. Even better than Aerosmith's version, pretty easily actually. Ratt debut EP. Now sticking with another one from 1983 and another debut EP. I'm just gonna go with Queensryche's debut. I actually had this one before they even had an album out, although The Warning I think was just about to come out. I think hearing Queen of the Reich on Metal Shop, and you know, what a great 4 songs you got on this thing. This disc actually has a bonus track, but the original 4 that were on the vinyl, Queen of the Reich, I mean, perfect song, great song. Night Rider, another one, amazing. I think that was their opener for the Warning tour. Great choice, great song. Blinded's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's as good as anything else on here, but you know, a good solid track. And then The Lady Wore Black, you know, you're like basically a power ballad or metal ballad if you want to call it that, but what a great song that one is too. Just love that, you know, Queensryche's just basically straight ahead British wave of heavy metal style metal. You know, before they got too proggy, too intricate, you just want straight up classic metal. This one is, I think, their best release. Really have grown to love Warning too, but it's not what this is. This is just a little more, you know, just sort of straightforward. 1983, Queensryche. Now this version, like I said, comes with a bonus track, Prophecy. I've also seen this CD with bonus tracks of the entire video concert from Tokyo in 1984. I'm not even sure if it has every song from there, but it definitely has a bunch of songs from the Tokyo concert from 1984. So if you see that one, pick that up. Oh, and by the way, I was lucky enough to pick up both of these on vinyl a couple years ago for like $3 each. Someone was selling used vinyl at the mall. Win there. Although I'm not going to boast too much about it because I've sold and gotten rid of way more things than I was lucky enough to recoup. All right, third, I'm going to throw something different at most of you guys. These guys, a couple of these guys went to high school with me. I wasn't super tight with them or anything, but you know, if you're into metal, you were into these guys because, I mean, it's just great music, right? So that's all that counts. Black Task, the name of these guys. They put out a demo tape in '84, and then in '85, a self sort of release, which looked exactly like this on the front. It just had 4 songs. Sex and Destruction, just tears your head off. Kill Your Enemies, one of my favorite metal songs of all time. Firestorm's a good, solid track, kind of grows on you over time. Another really good one. And then Smash Your Face to finish things up. Awesome 4-song package here. I mean, just unstoppable. This was got a million great reviews in all kinds of magazines. It's a shame, you know, things just didn't come together for them long term, but this is actually a re-release from a label called Radio Raheem, sort of specializes in re-releasing, you know, out-of-print stuff. So this actually has the '84 cassette demo on the vinyl now on one side, and the 4-song demo that are 4-song EP that originally looked like this on there too. So if you can track this down, this is the way to go, and I think this is way cheaper because now, since it's, you know, obviously way out of print, you're paying like over $100 to get this. So I'll put a link down below for this. A couple people have this EP posted here on YouTube. I'll put a link down below so you guys can check it out. Awesome metal. If you like Metallica, I mean, this is just like raw metal in your face. The whole thing's like 10 or 12 minutes. It's perfection. Black Task. All right, number 4, I'm going to go with Merciful Fate's first EP. Can't discount that, right? Unfortunately, I don't have the original vinyl anymore, which one of my casualties of Idiocracy. So I picked it up on this one called The Beginning. This one has some demos also, but you know, you do get the first 4 songs on here are the original EP, Merciful Fate, which some people have sort of subtitled Nuns Have No Fun because of the cover art. I never liked calling it that, partly because I think that's the worst song on here. The other 3 songs are great, man. You got Doomed by the Living Dead and Corpse Without Soul, 1 and 2. Both of them are in my, you know, among my favorite Merciful Fate songs of all time. Nuns Have No Fun, which is decent, you know, just not one of their best songs, I don't think. But then you get Devil Eyes to end things with. That's a cool one. Merciful Fate, Nuns Have No Fun, whatever you want to call it. 1982 EP. Amazing, amazing metal there. Last but not least, now this is only really a single. So I always call it an EP because it's a single on one side, 2 brand new songs on side 2 that I loved, still do. I've only got the picture disc at this point out of the Ride the Lightning Deluxe, Super Deluxe box set. But at least I got something. It's another one of my regrets selling that original Music for Nations EP. But man, and I mean, you had Ride the Lightning in like what, September of '84, and then not even like 2 months later you got this bad boy. Picked it up immediately. Couldn't believe my ears how good Am I Evil was. It was like, you know, you had Kill 'Em All, it was amazing. Ride the Lightning was right there with it. And then they release an EP, and these 2 songs are killer. I mean, it's just like, you know, I couldn't believe how good this band was. They were my favorite band by this point for sure. I was so glad they played Am I Evil when I saw them in January of '85 at a half-empty Tower Theater. But great show nonetheless. Great EP. I'm going to call it an EP. I don't know if it's a maxi single or whatever. I think the band even calls it an EP at this point. But there you go. Creeping Death from Metallica, number 5. All right, dudes, that is 5 great EPs, my favorites. And if you like the content, hit a like and subscribe if you want to get more. Notification bell whenever new stuff's up. You get the ring. And I'll leave a link below for Black Task. This is a great EP if you guys are looking for something new. It's heavy, but man, it's awesome. All right, guys, that'll do it for now. Catch you later.